we're back doing whatever the hell it is we do on this couch. And futon. Okay, I've had this crew on the show many times, and we've talked about all the crazy things people do.
Look at sexual harassment.
Why does it
Right.
don't mind being sexually harassed?
Right, but as you all know, I'm an animal lover, and they deserve equal time. So tonight, we're going to show they're just as screwed up as we are with bizarre animal stories.
Oh my goodness.
Kind of sounds like our show.
Right.
Bizarre animals all around.
Now, all of these are true stories, the result of my extensive scientific research. I looked on the internet. But these are all true. And before we get started, we must introduce our panel of experts. Now, why these guys are experts on animals, I have no idea, but they were available, and they weren't cheap. To my left, we have a very famous actor, Mr. Tym Moss.
Hi.
Tim, your career is going well. Every time I look up, you're on stage doing something to someone.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you just had your first starring role in a feature film.
Yes, I am a movie star.
Exciting.
I can't wait to
I starred in a movie called Junk, a musical. It'll be out later in 2018.
Oh, yay.
Now, looking to move on, take your career to the next level, are you willing to work topless?
To what?
Are you willing to work topless?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've always been willing to
Call
work
Tim.
topless. Nobody will call
99
me.
cents a minute. Okay. To my right, the erotic and always exotic Miss Lola Bastinado.
Lot to live up to.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Now, we know you like animals. You live with those two huge, vicious
Yes,
hellhounds. What are they, like Wolverines or something?
a teacup Yorkie.
Yorkie. They always confuse the two. Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love my doggies.
And on the far end, we have retired New York City escort.
But she's also a kitty rescuer. No pun intended. But she's like, no,
Is that
seriously.
kitty
It's like
or
like,
kitty?
She nurses baby kittens.
Really?
Oh, I love that.
Like she does animal
You
rescue.
nurse kittens?
Except for I do kittens instead of cats.
There's got to be a video of that somewhere. You nursing
Nursing
kittens.
kittens, little baby bottle feeding kittens.
Right.
It's not like this, you pervert. Like,
Sometimes though, you gotta wrangle them.
She was a New York City escort, helping make sure New York didn't get lost and got where it was going.
Yes.
Okay. First, favorite animal. Tim, what do you like? What are you into?
Well, I don't know. I like, well, you mean overall?
Your favorite in the whole animal kingdom?
Oh, God.
And don't say me, I get him back.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
I love Black
That
Panthers.
was, yeah,
I love Black Panther.
that's my
You
thing
like
too.
Black
They're just so powerful. And
yeah.
Not a bad
sleek.
choice.
And
Yeah. I personally like my Yorkie,
Dogs. Okay.
just because I can, cuddle with him, but I really like lions.
What do you like?
Lions?
Lions.
Yeah.
And giraffes.
We're in
Like
a
I
whole
find
cat thing here.
Yeah, well, I like giraffes too.
Giraffes
I
are
think,
cool.
I think they're very majestic.
I met one, I got friendly with one at Paws and Claws at Petting Zoo in the Poconos. Full-grown giraffe eats out of your hand.
Did it shave?
Not in front of me. And Tara, what are you into animal-wise?
The
What's your story?
panthers, yeah, the black,
Everybody's
yeah,
into
cats and the.
Yeah, okay, but
We like
here's the
pussy.
thing. I'm
Yeah.
seriously
Jaguars.
allergic to cats, so I like them from a distance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I can't breathe with them around.
So we all like pussy.
I'm breaking.
Yeah.
I'm breaking the trend.
Okay.
Because my favorite critter is the dolphin.
Oh.
I've always loved the dolphin,
Yes.
and that helps us segue
Okay.
into our first story.
Okay.
Because
Finish.
humans, when we want to get high, we go to a bar, we go to a pusher. Not the dolphin. He chews on a pufferfish.
Whoa.
Dolphins get stoned chewing on pufferfish.
Wow.
I
Because
didn't
that
know
has
that.
poison. Yeah, that poison.
Yeah.
That
Now,
Oh, I never
You know-
even thought about that.
well,
Yeah.
there's a sushi of pufferfish, and if it's not prepared just
Yeah.
right, it kills
it'll
you.
kill you.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Humans, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a delicacy,
Oh, I
but
didn't
it
know
can
that.
also kill you.
Kind of
if they do it
manly.
wrong.
Show that you got the balls to
Yeah,
eat some
like-
pufferfish.
I'll eat a pufferfish.
So has
And then you
anybody-
probably get
has
high.
Anybody like isolated what's making the dolphins high? Because that may be a great new drug for us, right?
Well, there's actually there's a
I'm gonna market it.
there's a documentary about this. the guy who made the film says the dolphins are floating to the surface, and they're like looking at their reflection in the water.
That's like LSD or something, right?
Could you picture?
Yeah,
I'm trying to picture how this works. This is like a circle of dolphins listening to the dead, passing around a pufferfish.
A pufferfish.
That's like
You're
why-
chewing on this,
I
man.
wonder what kind of like high it gives them.
I know, that's right.
let's see
we
if
need to
I-
like
Where
start
can we
looking
get
at some
pufferfish?
pufferfish.
Who sells pufferfish?
Can we get pufferfish on set?
We need to, well, we have to go like
says,
either China or Japan. They're really good
they're in
with
a-
all
Tell you
those
something.
fish.
Somewhere in Canal Street, they're drying up. their
Yeah,
jaws.
they got them somewhere.
They're in a
Go to the duck.
We go to those Chinese doctors. Hey, got any pufferfish?
they're in a
20.
trance-like state, it says.
Kinda
So
like
it's
LSD.
probably acid
Very
or
like
something.
LSD.
Now it accounts for the dumb smile on their face that they've always got. They got that great.
Well, I don't do pufferfish, but I'll tell you. That's funny though. I never thought about that. I guess
Yeah.
animals do get
Yeah,
high.
so who's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, we're just getting
who's
started.
going after these pufferfish now and trying to sell them?
I
That's
don't
who
know,
I
but
want to know.
I
Yeah.
Trying to take over the drug market, the pufferfish market.
We might be able to make some
What is
money.
the
I was just gonna say she's already marketing. She's
There's a
Where do we
toxin
need to
called
move to?
tetrodotoxin, which is up to 1,200 times more lethal to humans than cyanide.
wow.
They're like, well, I'm like,
So
not
then you cut it with baby powder,
cornstarch,
cornstarch.
baking soda.
Do you think there's any dolphins
do-
going to
you
their
only do a
pusher
little bit.
complaining they gave them like fake pufferfish?
Yeah.
That was a guppy.
You know, that's crazy. That never crossed my mind. And I've thought of many a drugs.
I wonder if they have like pufferfish parties,
Oh, sure.
like where they all get together and start chewing on
Like,
pufferfish. And yeah.
But who would be lookout? Because then the sharks would
Yeah.
come, right? Like you need lookouts for when you're high.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
Like
boom,
a
boom, boom,
lot
boom.
of
they
dolphins
toss the
can't
shark
die at the same
a couple
time.
pufferfish. And they join the party.
I got to think the sharks are the pushers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
See a great white with a tattoo and a cigarette pack?
Little bandana.
I'm gonna push it, baby.
So would you be
What you need? I got it. I got
would you be open to getting high with a dolphin too?
I
I'd be
don't
down.
really get high anymore, but I would consider that. Yeah, that would be cool.
In the name of science, I would do it.
Yes.
For like, you know, aquatic, what is it called? Research?
What is it? Bio something.
Bio something.
We might have to put together a retreat
Biodiversity research.
to an island where
Hell
dolphins
yeah.
run
I
free
think
and the
that's
pufferfish are
exactly-
plentiful. What do you think?
I'm down. I'm so down.
He's into it. All right.
Yeah, I would do. Just to hang with my homies, the dolphins.
No, I don't
Right.
trust those fucking
Okay, so
dolphins.
here's the thing when it comes to dolphins.
Okay.
I've never you guys have swam with them before?
I petted them in SeaWorld.
Same here.
I
never
heard they get
swam with them.
frisky. I don't trust them.
Really? Okay, so I've always
They're my
been
kind of
very nervous
animal.
to swim with them. Like, you know, like when you go on vacation, they're like, come swim with the dolphins.
Yeah, right.
I would be that one bitch they would be like, take me all the way down. That makes me so nervous.
Some of them get a little horny. There have been videos of them taking a
Yeah,
shot at a girl
exactly.
every once in a while.
Are you
Exactly.
serious?
Yes.
Oh,
you don't do
man.
drugs with
But they do
dolphins.
protect you from
No.
sharks.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that you got to worry about sharks is not making this all that appealing.
Yeah.
But this,
Yeah.
I just
I'll
posted
just
a
stand
story
on
on.
the shore next to the bar.
I just posted a story on Facebook where this guy got attacked by a bull shark and it ripped the hunk out of his back, and a bunch of dolphins pushed the shark away. Yeah, they've been known to do that.
Yeah.
Those are the sober ones, the ones on pufferfish.
I was gonna say
They're not on
pufferfish.
pufferfish then.
Right.
They would,
Maybe the dolphins are just protecting their territory. They're like, hey, you don't hunt on our territory.
He's bringing pufferfish. That's funny.
Right. Well, this is just one animal that likes to get blasted. We're now moving to Siberia.
okay.
Okay, there's a lot of getting fucked up over there.
There's not a lot to do, right?
In the jungles of Siberia.
But they do have reindeer.
Okay.
And the reindeer in
bells, jingle
Siberia
bells.
are getting
Candy
stoned
canes.
Yeah.
eating mushrooms.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Yeah. I'd rather hang with the reindeer than the
Yeah.
dolphins.
All right, we're finding out
It's
which
very
kind of
possible
animal
it
you
could
guys are
be a
best suited to based on their drug intake. Okay, well, the reindeer, they found them staggering around making strange noises.
Sounds like us.
Could you see Santa getting pulled over? The reindeer drug tested?
Could you see? Hey,
Yeah.
Is that the fucking North Star?
Yeah. Look at the flashing lights, man.
That's why they thought that Rudolph's nose was red. They were just all high on mushrooms.
They were shrooming.
They were all seeing neon colors.
But how else do you think they can fly?
There we go. That's another example. They were all on mushrooms. That's where the original story came from.
Yeah, you know what? Now it all makes sense.
So,
Last
Thanks,
piece of the
Andy.
puzzle.
this is what I'm here for. To solve problems. The problems that have troubled man and reindeer since the beginning of time.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I always wondered who the hell decided I'm going to take those mushrooms out of that pie, that cow pie dung, whatever it is, and eat it. They probably saw a freaking reindeer eat it and
Stumbling
was like,
around.
woohoo, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, I got to eat
What
that
else did
shit.
it say happens to them?
Or how about one of those truffle pigs? You know, they go after all those truffle mushrooms.
They run around aimlessly.
Yeah.
They run around aimlessly, making strange noises and twitching their heads.
That's
That
hysterical.
could be me on any Friday night.
I would pay good money. I've never wanted to go to Siberia, but I want to see this.
Well, how does a reindeer normally sound? Is it like or something?
You know what? I don't know their sound, but they kind of scare me.
I've petted one in a petting zoo, a white one, like an albino reindeer. I can show
Really?
you the picture. I've got it. It was great, but he didn't say anything. He just sat there. He ate what I gave him, and
But I
he was
think they
happy.
usually go or something like
Yeah, I
that.
would think because they have that long nose snout,
Yeah,
like
kinda
the
like a
air would
moose-
travel
moose
through
or
their,
something, and-
yeah.
It's possible that they
So they're-
normally don't make noises. Now they make strange noises.
So they'd be running around going.
What
I
am I
wonder
saying?
if there's a just say no movement in the animal kingdom. Do you know what I mean? Like, is there like a Nancy Reagan of elk that is like, just say no?
This moose comes over. He's
I know.
like, "This is an intervention.
I know.
I'm worried about you.
Give
Come
up the
here, Mr.
mushrooms."
Reindeer.
That's a little
Come
too
here,
much
Rudolph.
mushrooms 5 times a week.
I mean, I think if I was a reindeer, I would be stoned out of my face all day long.
It's all
Until
free.
Christmas when I had to work.
It's all free.
Yeah, that's what
growing
I'm
there.
saying.
Right.
They don't know what they're eating. They're just chowing on the grass. A few mushrooms
And they-
come
yeah.
in.
So when you think about it like in the Amazon and stuff, like there's got to be monkeys on cocaine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're just starting the animal section of this show.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got a little
We
excited.
got more
monkeys
stuff
yet.
to you.
Imagine
So
what the
don't
monkeys
pick
are
your
doing.
drug of choice or creature of choice yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, we're heading to Australia,
Okay. Ooh,
Everything
those
they do
Aussies.
down there goes backwards.
where parrots are getting so drunk, they're falling out of the sky.
Really?
Yes.
Like what kind of parrots?
Let me see if it gives the name of the species of parrots. The red-collared lorikeet.
Sounds pretty.
Okay.
It sounds
And
gorgeous.
they normally fly.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's in their job description.
They go from
Yeah.
bar to bar to bar.
I mean,
They go
And then near the end of their night, they just fall out of the sky.
aren't they?
again, like us.
They
It
must
was-
have come from Ireland or something.
In Australia, aren't you supposed to be able to hold your liquor? I mean,
Yeah,
these things are
right?
eating some kind of fermented plant.
Oh, okay, like a wine, you know, the
Or
grape
something.
ferments, so it.
Yeah.
And they're,
Yeah.
could you imagine when your parrot starts slurring his speech?
Cracker! Cracker!
Probably what kind of
Cracker!
How do I crack a cake?
crack.
How do I crack a cake?
What kind of drunk were you, Tim? Were you a happy drunk?
I
or what
was,
drunk?
yeah, I was usually on coke, so I was very manic. I was very, yeah.
Oh, just,
You
you
were
mean
very advised of
either-
knowing.
Right.
See, I would like to think when I'm drunk that I'm fabulous
And funny.
and awesome.
Of course we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
And witty.
and witty.
Drive, too.
I always thought so too, but
And
I
do
always,
math problems.
I always thought so too, but I found out the next day that that wasn't the case. That it was, yeah, no, it was hard to talk and, yeah, understand and follow my train of thought and stuff.
All right,
Gotcha.
so we'll see at the end which you prefer out of all of these choices. But
Okay.
There are others.
Okay.
So far we've got.
So we got the drunk parrot,
the whacked out dolphin chewing on a pufferfish.
pufferfish dolphins,
We've got the reindeer eating mushrooms.
mushrooms.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would be friends with both the reindeer and the dolphin.
He's flexible. Then
Yeah.
we've got the drunk parrot falling out of the sky.
I would
That's
be friends
lame.
with them too, but just like on holidays.
Fun like
Now
that.
we're moving to South and
Before they
Central
fell on it.
America.
Okay.
South and Central America.
Okay, they have like sloths and that type of shit.
They do, but that's not the subject of this particular news item.
We keep jumping ahead.
He's like,
Get to the monkeys!
Let me
Get to the monkeys.
Yeah, what is sloth getting stoned on to be that lethargic?
Yeah, could you imagine getting slower?
Yeah, give some downs to the sloth.
I'm so wildly entertained by
Tim does good, he gives good sloth.
Okay, so South America.
Yeah,
Bats.
Central.
Huh?
Okay.
Bats.
Oh, guano.
Bats are getting drunk on eating fermented plants.
That would
So like
make
the
sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense because
And then mating with the parrots from Australia?
If they like. Interspecies romance.
Yeah.
Very
Bats
trendy
are
now.
giving their fermented
But
fruit.
aren't
to
How
the
do you know?
parrots.
How do you know if the bat is drunk?
They've done tests. I got all the information here.
Yeah, they're already all over the place. Then they start going.
Maybe that's why they fight like this, because they're all
They-
drunk.
yeah, but aren't bats very like toxic? Like, isn't their waste like super toxic?
Well, I'm not suggesting that you chow down on any. I mean, you know,
Oh no, I wasn't trying to get high on it either. I was just stating a fact.
just eat the fermented plants with the bat and hang out.
FYI, that wouldn't that be wine, like
Yeah,
fermented
that's that
fruit?
thing.
Right,
Yeah.
they're getting drunk.
Right?
Right in the
Okay.
vineyards.
Oh,
So
fermented
as humans,
fruits.
we're really
Fermenting
not-
fruits is what they
Okay,
eat.
so as humans, we're
Are you a
really not
fermenting
that smart
fruit too?
then.
No, I hope I'm not fermenting yet. I got a couple more good years in me.
This was, who did this? In 2009, a study by Canadian biologists found bats in Belize. This is the good thing about bats. They're unlike the parrots. They can handle their liquor because they could fly and use their built-in sonar unimpeded while drunk.
And so they don't run into things.
Right.
But
They
the parrots
tested
do.
106 bats, some sober, some blasted. They were all fine.
That I might be a bird,
How did
or
they?
maybe a bat. I might be a bat.
Isn't sonar sound waves? So I guess sound waves, if you're
Well,
wired
they got
for
the
sound.
sonar.
Sonar, right.
Yeah.
It's sound waves, right?
Right.
So I
Yeah.
guess when you're
They don't
drunk,
see
you
very
can still
well.
hear good, but when you're drunk, you can't see good, and that's why we crash cars.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could hear, but if you could hear the car coming,
She can't hold her liquor.
Yeah.
that would, yeah, we'd be okay.
No, that's interesting.
That's
It's like, why
yeah.
isn't sonar affected? Unless it's in a piece of the brain that doesn't get affected by
The
fermented.
bats got it together.
That's interesting. Yeah.
The
That's
bat is a
interesting.
good drinker. Better than the parrot.
But the bats are
So we should
gangsta.
create sonar cars so we can drive drunk.
Take me to the next bar.
Now we are heading to the island of Kitts, wherever the hell that is.
I was
Saint
going to say,
Yeah,
Kitts?
St. Kitts.
St. Kitts. It's
St.
in the
Kitts.
So
Caribbean.
she's familiar with
In
it.
the Caribbean, okay.
Yes.
Where monkeys are getting drunk.
Monkeys, my God, everybody's getting
We're
drunk.
bringing the primates
We're
into
drunk.
this.
Okay, so monkeys are getting drunk in St. Kitts?
Now, they used to eat some kind of fermented fruits and stuff, but monkeys are a little smarter than bats and parrots.
Okay.
So they've moved on and they're now stealing. So, refill.
I'm
We
a
gotta,
bat.
we gotta refill her. The floor is starting to dry off.
Thank you.
So they're smart enough to know that they could do better by stealing the remnants of drinks from tourists.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, that's like a Brooklyn pigeon on. That's like a Brooklyn pigeon on Coney Island boardwalk. Or
That
you-
steals your hot dogs and stuff like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
They're smart, Brooklyn pigeons. They're smart.
Imagine going on vacation and getting like mugged by a monkey for
Yeah.
your Mai Tai.
You know, it would
Mugged
make
for my Mai Tai.
mug for my.
Mugged by
That
a
would
monkey
make sense.
mug.
Mai Tai.
I
Better
don't know.
finish this before any kind of
Yeah,
primates
exactly.
wander around because Tim's already looking at it a little
I
interested.
am, yeah,
So
side-eye.
Richard, do you have anything on dogs? Do dogs get?
I don't have that
wacky?
in here, but I will look into that for you.
Because sometimes
sure-
I think
Well,
my
yeah, I
dogs
mean,
might be
if you
partying
saw,
when I'm
yeah,
not
they
home.
would-
I'm sure on YouTube
Yeah.
there's drunk dog videos.
Yeah, probably. Drunk and
I
high.
actually heard a story of a guy who got arrested for trying to make a goat drink liquor and do cocaine. It was on 10-10 wins. Don't hold me responsible.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Have to send the
Don't
poor
force it
goat
on
to
the
rehab.
No.
I know, right? How
The goat's
horrible.
going out to the farm.
Now, most monkeys
far,
handle their
far
liquor
away.
well. 12% have a drinking problem.
So,
Really?
Wow.
I guess it's kind of like humans,
Yeah, that
right?
primate
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And the juvenile monkeys are the heaviest drinkers.
Just like humans.
Just like humans. Yeah, because you know it's funny. Like after you become 21, it's really not that exciting anymore.
Oh, it was for me.
Well,
We're talking,
Yeah.
we're talking about drinking. Tim.
Oh. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
As we
The
drink the
romance.
champagne.
Yeah,
I know, right?
cheers.
It's really not that exciting, guys.
Cheers.
So,
Oh, let's be like monkeys.
fuck around later, we'll be like dolphins.
So they steal the leftovers, or they're just
They steal
stealing
the drinks.
the whole drinks now. So
They
they're not
just
even
grab
waiting
your
for
drink and-
leftovers.
They just grab your drink and go to
They're
town.
like, I'm not even waiting
They're
no
a little
more.
smart.
Well, there's one more critter in this category that will determine who you think is the best creature to get high with. I think you may like this one.
Okay.
Caterpillars in Peru. Chowing down on coca plants.
Yes.
Oh.
Coked out caterpillars? Are you
Yes.
kidding?
And they
Exactly.
How do
think,
they fly? Like,
I was going to say, and then they think they're butterflies and go jumping off the cliff.
I know. Yeah, because cocaine
Wait,
makes
you're not
you feel
sure you haven't
invincible.
changed yet. Wait. Ah.
So I don't know. Which do you think works for you guys?
Oh, I wondered, can they
Well,
outpace
I
the
used to be a
predators
total
now?
caterpillar.
Now that they can go faster, they can outrun the lizards and shit
Yeah.
trying to catch up.
You can chew on a pufferfish with a dolphin. You could get drunk with a parrot or a bat. Get coked out with a
Yeah.
caterpillar.
I'm
Steal
glad
some
mushrooms.
drinks with a monkey.
Yeah, the mushrooms would be
I'm
fun.
The
sorry,
mushrooms-
You're
the
hanging
mushrooms
out
with the reindeer.
outside, You're eating
I don't
Not
know.
bad.
I don't know. I like the dolphins because I've never eaten a pufferfish. That sounds like
All right.
fun.
Yeah,
I'm a big dolphin fan. Me and Tim, we're heading
We're
to the Caribbean
dolphins.
or someplace.
Nice. I will wait for you at the
Get a couple of
bar
puffs.
with the monkey and the bats drinking wine.
Okay.
I'm out in the field with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
See, we're international.
We're a
here.
party group, folks.
You know, mushrooms should just be legal.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think mushrooms should just be legal. Just like I think pot should be illegal.
I have no problem
Well,
with that.
pot's slowly getting there.
Slowly, but I mean,
If we can get sessions out of there, though, it will go faster.
Well, that's the reason the dolphins had to get into the pufferfish. They're not waiting for that legalization.
They're not waiting for sessions.
It's
Huh?
probably hard to keep the joint lit in the water anyway. So, right? All right, well, not only do animals get high, they help us get high.
Yay!
Yeah,
yes,
animal.
hence mushrooms.
Are the monkeys
Because-
smashing the grapes?
You can get blasted out of your mind by licking toads.
No,
Toad.
really. I heard that was like
Toads.
I heard that was
Toads.
Dia.
Toads.
Toads.
Rabbit. Toads.
I'm not gonna look at her. I don't like to really.
Yeah, I
look
don't think I would be
things
into that.
like that so much.
Put that down on Laura's Match.com profile.
I'm not a fan of licking
Not into
bumpy
toads.
things.
Match.com profile, no.
That's gonna be my tagline.
Bumpy
on Match.com. I don't like to lick bumpy things.
Shave. But apparently, there are hallucinogenic properties to whatever's oozing out of those toads.
Then again,
Yeah.
I might
There are
be for scientific purposes.
There are
Just to make
exceptions.
sure my gas is gonna be safe.
Science marches on.
Yes.
Now, here is
such
a
a
description of some of what's going to happen to you. The toad secretes something
Okay.
that causes people to have vivid hallucinations,
Okay.
a racing heart, and muscles too weak to carry their constantly vomiting body to the
my
bathroom,
God.
let alone the hospital. But if you
That's a
live,
horrible
you got
high.
a really nice buzz.
Yeah, you gotta really.
Okay, so that doesn't sound fun.
No,
No.
no.
I don't
it's
like to vomit.
It's the paralyzing vomit that's not good.
But you're
Maybe
talking
that's
about
where
humans.
ayahuasca comes from. That's why you throw up when you do
Ayahuasca? Yeah.
We're talking about humans, a species that chew on Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Have you heard about the new one, the hot coil challenge?
What?
Oh, it's the end of civilization.
The hot coil challenge? Is that
You know on your stove where you turn it on and that coil
Yeah.
gets hot?
No,
Guys are
that's just
pressing their
branding.
arm
Oh, like to
on the hot
brand or
coil
something?
to hold it as long as they can, and they're putting it on YouTube.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Who are their parents?
I don't know, but they sound like a bunch of monkeys in bats.
Getting drunk off
That
fermented
sounds
fruit.
retarded. That doesn't even
I think
make
they've been
sense.
doing pufferfish.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody out there is doing puffer fish.
Yeah, I'm guessing most
Now.
of those boys ain't making it to age 22.
Animals are going to work,
Okay.
Okay.
Hi ho.
which is
Hi
better
ho.
than some people I know who are unwilling to do the strenuous activities of some of these animals.
Okay.
There were some cannabis fields in Canada that needed to be guarded.
Okay.
The police show up, ready to dismantle the cannabis fields. And they're met by 13 security guards
Okay.
who are unfortunately black bears.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so the bears are doing pot?
No, the bears are security guards.
Oh,
They're
I thought
keeping
I was
they're
gonna
keeping
say,
the no, they're keeping the cops out of the cannabis
Yes.
fields.
Oh, good. Yeah. Hell yeah. They need to keep them out.
I mean,
Bears are keeping out the pigs.
I know you're not someone with a history in law enforcement, but how would you feel about going up against some black bears when you're trying to, like...
Honey, I just went up against a black bear last weekend.
I heard of
Different
that
kind of black bear.
I've heard about that kind of thing.
Look at my back.
I've heard about that. Never witnessed it, which is why
Crazy, right?
I'm not going to...
So, all right. So, why were the bears trying? Were the bears messing around with the cannabis?
No, the bears were employed, basically,
That's
to
their
guard these
job.
cannabis fields.
For whatever reason,
We're out
they
of
guard. They
we're
don't
out
let
of the
anybody
animals
in
getting
but
high.
in.
We're now into the animals working.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we don't actually have more animals working for us. Like bears would probably.
Oh, we're just getting
But do
started.
grizzlies, man. Grizzlies are some serious
well.
security
Yeah.
guards.
How do you train a
But
bear?
And
how
try
would you
to
farm
try
it?
to
How
withhold
would-
their
I
paycheck.
need a bear.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're cutting your hours.
Wait, I think I need a bear to like protect my pot then.
One of the bears jumped up on the hood of a police car.
Okay.
So they
I mean,
they
you
were
could train a
reasonably
falcon, you could
peaceful.
train a
They did their
bear.
job, but I don't know. Would you be interested in employing a bear in any?
I don't think
Function.
so.
Have you
Not the
seen that
four-legged
bear's
kind.
claws? Like I think he just
Yeah.
slashed my face off.
Because
Good.
especially, I mean, I always worry about like bears and stuff like that if they're having a bad day. You know, if they're just
that's why you just-
pissy.
If they're just grizzly as
And
hell.
I do not want to be there for that.
You know, you got the time card, and you say to the bear, "Hey, remember to swipe."
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, okay. Well, they're not the only security guards in the animal kingdom. Because at the Commonwealth Games in Delhi, India,
Okay.
there was a
Okay.
problem with rampaging monkeys.
They were drunk.
Were they drunk,
They might have been.
drunk
But
monkeys?
apparently there's monkeys all over the place in Delhi. In fact, in 2007, the deputy mayor fell to his death off a balcony after being attacked by vicious monkeys.
Are you
My
serious?
goodness.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Also, monkeys are running through many of the buildings.
So they're just running all over the city.
Hospitals, office buildings. Can you imagine you're in there getting a tummy tuck?
Yeah. Because when I think, you know, when I need a tummy tuck, oh, I'm going to New Delhi.
Delhi.
And
Because
some,
that's, you
The
know.
and
experts.
some angry monkeys come rampaging through the operating room. That could be a problem. But, okay.
Could you imagine the door bursts open?
So to try to keep the monkeys under control, they hired bigger monkeys.
Huh?
There are
Sounds like
these
an episode of
large,
The Simpsons.
fierce monkeys.
Yeah.
Right. They're langurs, I think. Yeah, langurs. They're large, fierce monkeys, and they've been employed as security guards to scare off all the troublemaking little monkeys.
Okay. But are they mean?
Yes.
So
It's in the
why
job
would you want to
description.
have mean monkeys replacing the
Well,
fun
I
little
think-
rampage?
I think they're mean to the other monkeys. They do their job though,
Okay.
And they
of
don't pick
playing
on
bouncer and chasing off
or
all the
small dogs
rampagers.
Oh, okay.
or
They
cats.
chase off all the mischievous
What about the
monkeys.
rats? Because aren't rats very special out there?
Rats
In India?
and
I don't think so.
cows. And,
Yeah, and cattle and all that.
Oh my.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, next animal.
Well,
Next beast.
now we're moving from the employed animals to the
Okay.
criminal animals.
Oh, okay.
There is a criminal element.
Okay.
Yeah, teach those little monkeys to steal.
Yeah, because monkeys
Climb
steal
in through the
often, right?
windows. Yeah.
Well, monkeys are criminals often, but we're not including them because we've got a story here that I find fascinating. A parrot in, where was he? In
drunk
Gotta
India.
take for
We're still in
diamonds.
India.
Was he drunk or
A
stoned?
parrot was arrested
A parrot was arrested.
for verbally abusing an elderly woman.
I think that could have been me. I might be a parrot. No, I'm just joking.
So far, you're about 4
Me
different
too, the
animals.
parrot. Me too, the parrot.
What the
Okay,
hell
so what
did
was he
this
saying?
little bird say?
This 85-year-old woman claimed this parrot was verbally abusing her.
Okay.
Parrot was taken into custody.
Read his rights.
Supposedly the owner of the parrot, which I think was this was the stepmother of the owner of the parrot.
Okay.
And he had
And
taught
Tiara had a stepmother?
no, the elderly woman was the stepmother of the owner of the parrot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And he taught the parrot to verbally abuse the stepmother whenever she came over.
My dad actually had a parrot that used to tell his third wife, "You ugly bitch."
There you go.
No, because she was not very nice.
So the parrot was just doing his job.
Well, he had been corrupted by a human, yes.
Yeah.
And he was taken into custody, and they interrogated the parrot.
Oh, stop it.
I'm not kidding.
And had him to hear what he
The
had to
parrot
say.
did not say any of the things this woman claimed he said, so he was released to a sanctuary.
Oh, they should have showed the mugshot or something of the woman and then not.
I know. Ugly bitch.
Yeah.
We
I
don't know
think
if the
it's probably
parrot was
worse than ugly
drunk
bitch. Yeah.
or was friends with any of these monkeys. But
That's
No, it sounds to me like the parrot was taught to shut his mouth when the cops
Yeah,
were talking
right.
to him.
Whenever you see the cops, shut up.
I know nothing, copper.
so, Lola, you're married. How are your dogs with your mother-in-law? Is there any conflict there?
Oh, no, they like her.
Do they? They are cute. I've been over there.
Yeah, my dogs are
They're
cute.
vicious,
Yes.
monstrous.
All 2 pounds of them.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, all 2 pounds.
Okay. So, how do you feel about the situation? This parrot insulting this old woman.
I don't know.
I think it's a little silly because it is something that is taught by humans. Because a parrot is not going to say demeaning stuff to another person unless they're taught. So,
Parenting. It's all about parenting.
parenting, yeah. That's
Next thing he's gonna have him doing the hot
It's all
coils
about
and,
parroting.
and Tide
Yeah.
Pods and all that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see like a parrot bite like a Tide Pod and doing
Lock that parrot up. He's guilty. Parrots are smart. They know what words they're saying. Lock that parrot up.
Now, not only do animals insult people, a squirrel in Germany was arrested for stalking.
for
For
stalking.
Lock
stalking.
that squirrel up. Lock him up. He's guilty.
Really?
Have you been followed home by anything, Tara?
No, not yet.
So what was this squirrel stalking?
A woman.
So what was he doing? Looking in her window?
Police in Germany arrested what they described as an aggressive squirrel after receiving a complaint that it had been stalking a woman. They brought the animal to the police station, again for an interrogation, I guess.
How do you interrogate a squirrel?
Same way you do a parrot.
They did get to the bottom of the situation.
Okay.
They've discovered that the aggression was likely due to the rodent being exhausted. When I'm tired, I'm not stalking anybody. So this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was exhausted, so he
But
was
was he like a
chasing this
peeping
woman.
Tom squirrel? He was looking up
Yeah.
and then like whacking off, or like he was nutting everywhere.
Was
They
he out
fed
the
it some honey.
window?
I know, right? His tail like all.
Twitching out the window.
They fed it some honey, and once again, off to the animal sanctuary. I got to go to this place. There's an interesting collection
Yeah,
of critters there.
right, of the actual
They
animals.
just cursed out by a parrot and stalked by a squirrel.
And
I would
rampaged
guess
by
that
drunken
somebody
monkeys.
must have been feeding that squirrel at one time, and the squirrel was going back
Right.
for food, and
Yeah,
the woman just
right.
wouldn't feed her because she was mean.
Yeah.
So just
Lock her
fed
up.
her. Lock her up.
Right.
So the poor starving
Feed
squirrel
the squirrel.
gets busted, gets arrested.
Yeah. Calls the cops on him.
I just can't believe the cops bothered to like actually take the squirrel into custody.
How do you
like squirrels.
interrogate an animal?
I like squirrels. You go to Union Square Park, you can feed them and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen like some pretty weird squirrels there.
There's a woman there who's
There was
almost-
one that was just I was doing an interview there and it just came like up and on
Yeah.
her shoulders and
Are
it
you
was
serious?
hungry. Yeah, and it
Yep.
freaked me out.
Gotta
and
feed
he
'em.
wouldn't leave us alone. He would yeah, it was very
Aggressive?
yeah.
That's because everybody feeds them there.
Oh, I didn't.
You did. All right.
I think he was high. He was stalking.
For
He might have been on pufferfish. I don't know.
For our final criminal
Okay.
in this segment of the show, a real cat burglar.
Excellent.
In Brazil, I think it was, Brazil, a cat was found breaking into a prison with various items strapped to his body. What are they?
Are you serious?
Yes. You
Where
smuggled
do you
it.
find this shit, Andy?
This is real stuff.
Yep, give it to a cat.
It's on the
Yep.
internet.
It's on the internet. It has
No, I research these things to make sure they're legit. I cross-reference.
Okay.
It's all
So
on
the cat.
that
so the
website,
cat-
timsbasement.org. What did that? He had mobile phone and drill bits.
So was he trying to? Somebody had the cat
Someone
try to
in-
break in to
Well, go
get
and
the
bring
cat
this
in.
stuff into
Yeah.
the.
They trained
Yes.
a cat to go on a journey and
Did they check his butt?
That's your job, Tim.
He's got all this cocaine up there. Wasn't me. I don't know how I got
I
there.
don't know what you're talking about. I just forgot this.
So who would you consider the most? Who is the most felonious critter? The cat burglar, the insulting parrot, the stalking squirrel.
Who is the most what?
Which would you consider to be
The worst?
the worst criminal? Which one?
parrot.
Well, it's the people. Well, or no, I mean it's the people that did these things to.
Not about the
Parrot.
squirrel.
Sorry, Which one?
The squirrel
The
was
squirrel was just hungry.
The squirrel was
being
stalking on
mean
his
to
own
the old
accord.
lady.
Because there's a justification for
Tara
every
says the
crime.
parrot.
The parrot knows better.
They are smart.
Yep, they're smart. They know it.
Uh-huh.
They're
And he was
smart
smart
as a 4 or
enough to not
5-year-old.
say anything in front of the cops. Yeah. Parrot was in on it.
All along.
I'm not sure.
Okay, now Tim,
Uh-huh.
you're a friendly guy.
Yeah.
How far are you willing to go to make new friends?
I've went pretty far at times. But oddly enough, we're no longer friends.
Do you think you can compare to the masked birch caterpillar?
What's that?
The what?
The
Birch?
masked birch caterpillar.
A masked birch caterpillar. I
That's
have
the
no
type of
idea.
caterpillar.
What does he do for friends?
When he wants to make friends, he rubs some of the hairs on his butt against a leaf.
I've done that.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
find a friend.
This is what I'm saying. And it creates vibrations that attract other young
Other
caterpillars.
caterpillars.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like Tinder swiping left. It's just
Is it
Swipe, swipe.
swipe, swipe.
What's the strangest thing you've done to attract new friends, Tim?
Oh Lord, a blowjob. Well, I didn't really speak. I just did it and then talked.
It's friendly, but not all that unusual.
In the gay world, it's a Friday.
It's like greetings.
Yeah,
Have you
exactly.
guys,
It's like the French kiss on both cheeks. They do blowjobs.
if you guys run into any hairy butts that would be well qualified for this?
I don't like hairy butts.
Well, neither does the caterpillar. But
Get lasered.
Get lasered, we'll talk.
laser surgery for caterpillars, okay. Well, it's, yeah, it says that the pepper grain-sized insects,
Pepper green?
sized,
That's very tiny.
right, they're little tiny caterpillars, and they're woven into birch leaves. They make these cocoons, and they want to get more caterpillars to come and help them. This is kind of
To
like,
help them or to live there?
well, to help them and live there.
Amish caterpillars. So this is the one that rubs his butt hairs.
Right.
Oh, I
against the
see.
leaf.
So he's like, okay, come on, everybody, ding, 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 over here, help me build my house.
Is that a butt hair on your
Is that
leaf, or
right?
you're just happy to see me, baby?
So that's what he's doing.
Yes.
He's just calling. It's
Yeah,
his
and then
way
others
of.
come
It's
in.
his
It's like
version of a cell phone.
ringing that bell to get
Yeah.
the people to come to work with their little lunch bell.
Yeah, he's an Amish caterpillar.
Hey, if it works.
And supporting their theory, visiting caterpillars are more likely to join a resident that makes louder, more complex vibrations.
So the
So
bigger
if
the
you can
butt
make
hair,
more
the
interesting sounds with your butt, then who knows?
that gets all the boys to the yard.
And they
I
like the
thought
big
it was
ones.
milkshakes. I thought it was milkshakes, guys, apparently.
The size of your butt hair.
It's butt hairs, apparently.
Okay. Well, we're moving
Moving
not
right
far
along.
away. We're not moving far in the anatomy.
Okay.
The water boatman. This
What
little,
is that?
it's a little critter.
What are we doing, Tates?
A water.
It's a little critter that makes the loudest sound in proportion to its body size of any creature in the world.
What is it?
Again, Fart if you want to get out of any sexual situation.
This is a little more interesting.
Sorry, go ahead.
The water boatman makes his sound
What
by,
is a water boatman?
it's a little insect.
Oh, it's an insect like on the water, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I got it.
Farts along the wall.
Yeah.
Unless you've met a sailor that sounds very similar to this, Tim. I don't know
Okay, a
much
boatman is
about
an
your social life.
insect that-
Right.
How
Called
does he
the
make
water
the
boatman.
noise?
He rubs his penis against his belly.
That's quite a penis.
You could be a boatman.
How loud of a noise can you make, Tim?
Not enough to bring the boys to the yard.
They say 105 decibels.
Wow.
That sounds like a lot.
Does it sound
Yeah.
something like that?
There it is. We've had a demonstration. Do you keep that in your pocket close to your
That was perfect
penis?
timing.
That could bring me to the yard.
Okay.
Wow.
See these animals, they've got some information you can incorporate into your social life.
Well, yeah.
Some
I'll
ways
have
to meet
try
people that you didn't think of.
Yeah.
Well, question. Okay, so is it skin against skin? Is it like shell against soft
I'm
thingy?
guessing-
Is it like hard thorns, and then it's
Let's
like
see.
a like
I
a
would guess
musical
something more
instrument?
Like that.
It's
Yeah.
real small. It's
Well,
point
yeah,
There's a lot of it.
Oh no, the penis is huge, but the insect is no. It's the insect is 0.07 inches.
It's
Size.
It's
These are real things. This was in the June Journal of some kind of science.
So it's official, guys.
Some kind of bug science.
Some kind of science.
Just Google butt hairs that make
But no
Penis on the
caterpillars.
stomach.
Oh, penis on the stomach.
Engineers and evolutionary biologists in Scotland and France recorded this sound. Okay. Lady.
Okay. Did they go to college for this or something?
I know, right?
What,
What were
like, how do you get this?
I want to
Position.
study penis sounds.
Yeah, right.
This is advanced.
Okay.
Advanced penis sounds.
Okay. Have you ladies ever fought over a man? Not with each other.
No,
No.
I don't fight over
I
things.
don't think so.
Well, then you won't make it as a guppy.
No, I won't.
The
So you're
guppy.
not a guppy.
No,
We
I'm
found
a
one
dolphin.
animal that you're not.
I'm a dolphin, bitches.
The male guppy instigates girl fights during its mating ritual.
Oh, I know a few guys like that.
Yeah.
And what's the purpose of it?
See who wins. And you get this.
Because it's female against female aggression,
Oh.
It's female
And that
Now-
turns them on?
Maybe.
I guess. I mean, it's hard to interview a guppy to really find that out.
I know. You might need to interrogate them, bring some
Yeah, get-
fermented fruit just to
Yeah,
see
or
the deal.
or get a parent to interpret.
Now, some of the other things the
Translate.
guppy does, we'll see if any of this works for you. During the mating season, the male guppy will woo the females with their shiny coats.
I thought guppies had those big giant fantails.
Is that doing anything
male
for you?
ones.
Guy with a shiny coat? No?
Oh, a shiny coat? Yeah.
See?
I like good hair.
He also,
And in this
Good
corner,
skin.
we
Yeah, I like
He's
good hair and
also-
good skin. I hate it when they have dry, cracky skin. Ugh.
he's also involved in nipping and chasing behaviors.
Yeah, not into the nipping. No nipping.
Tara bruises easily.
Chasing is fun, but no nipping.
yeah.
If you want to get away from the police,
Okay.
I'm telling you, that is my go-to
this is a solution for
anything.
everything.
They're like,
You want to get out? Let it rip.
they're like, you're coming
Nobody
with
will
us.
mess with you
Well, you're coming
when you
with us.
fart.
You robbed the bank. Fart. Okay, go.
Unless they
You
do
can
like
go.
a DNA
You can-
sample like this, you're good.
Would you consider a disguise in evading the police?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You guys, yeah?
You should have a disguise.
Yeah, that would be a smart idea, right?
A pony made a break for it dressed as a unicorn.
That would be me.
She is a unicorn.
You can't catch me.
Yeah, I'll put this on. Wasn't me. What?
The California Highway Patrol spent hours trying to find the fugitive creature after it escaped from a fairy tale photo shoot in Mandara Ranchos.
That's cute.
Aww.
That's really cute.
You're paying for this photo shoot and your unicorn makes a break for it.
Oh, come on, it's not on video. There's got to be a YouTube video of the unicorn running down the street and the cops trying to chase it. Little Toyota truck behind it with the cowboy. Trying to catch the unicorn. Come on, nobody filmed that. I would pay to see that YouTube video.
I've got things to research as a result of this.
I want to see a unicorn running down the street.
At the end of this show is going to be credits of like a unicorn running down, running through LAX.
Everyone is fascinated by zombies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
I have like a zombie obsession too.
Are you into zombies?
I like zombies.
Like
Yeah.
zombies? Zombies?
Not anymore.
She's iffy.
I like the original zombie movies, but now it's just too much blood
I
and
watched The
gore.
Walking Dead.
Me too. I love The Walking Dead.
I have a lot of friends that love that.
Well,
Love that show.
Not when the
Humans?
Batman came out. I was like, yeah, no, I ain't
Humans are
doing
not
that.
the only zombies.
Huh?
Ants.
What is it?
Ants?
Ants?
There is a type
Oh,
of,
I know this. Ooh, I saw
a type of
National
fungi.
Geographic on this. This is awful.
there's a type of fungi that bores into the ant's head, takes over its brain. The fungi or the ant. And it takes over control of the ant.
Oh
And
my
gets it to do
goodness.
its bidding.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So the fungus actually has a consciousness?
Apparently. Well, it's
Oh,
got a
that's
goal.
weird.
And
That's
you know, Venus
interesting.
flytrap's got a, whole game plan.
Uh-huh.
No, okay, my National Geographic. Okay, so it was maybe a bee or something. It was some sort of critter with a stinger, and it would sting the ants and inject stuff, and it would make the ant become a zombie. And then from the inside, her eggs and stuff would start to eat it.
Creepier.
Yeah.
I know.
Start to eat
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
From the
It'll-
inside out.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
eat the ant.
But for a
Fix that
while,
to
the
me.
ant is a zombie ant. Yeah, I saw this. I was like, this is terrifying.
Well, it gets the ant to do its bidding. Now, what is a fungi going to do? Call a cab? I mean,
I mean, what
No, but he's
It's
a fun
awful.
guy.
But you know what?
one fungi.
But you know what?
You felt my corny joke. Here, just pretend like you have a drink.
Cheers.
Okay.
But if that shit exists, one of these days, man, you know somebody's doing experiments with that shit. And one of
Yeah.
these days, we're going to be fucking zombies. Because some damn scientist wanted to play around.
Let's
Well,
put
one of the
fungi
things-
in my brain.
One of the things that the fungi does,
Now I keep hearing fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
it sucks all the calcium out of the muscles, and it causes the ant to go into kind of rigor mortis.
Oh.
That's no fun.
Horrible
And the
death.
infected
That's not a
ants
fun
zigzag
That's not
in a
fun.
drunken walk. Probably not
Horrible
unlike the
death.
reindeer.
Right.
Oh, that's so sad.
Who are
Yeah,
eating
that's not
fungi.
This whole thing could turn into kind of a line dance. We
That's
could
so
just get them
sad.
all coordinated. All right.
Yeah.
You guys love your pets, obviously.
I do.
Do you have anything to
I have a cat. I
You have a
love
cat.
my pussy.
Not at 6 a.m. when she's screaming at me to be fed.
So,
Then I don't love her at all.
cats, dogs. I used to have a possum.
I used to love dogs.
Oh, yeah,
used to have little Cyrano.
my bearded dragon just passed, unfortunately.
Oh,
That is
we had a possum on the set of the movie Junk, the movie coming out in 2018.
I would have come to hang out if I knew
I
there was a possum
love that
involved.
possum. I had never touched it because it was so funny. When it first arrived,
Oh, wait.
everybody was like this. Oh, a possum!
had a possum
and by
as a
the
pet?
end,
Yeah,
by the
I'll
end
show
of
you a
it, it
picture
was like,
later.
oh my god, I
Little
love the
Cyrano.
possum. Don't take
It
the
was a
possum
South
yet.
American short-tailed possum. They're real small.
Did he like
Yeah,
play
they
with
can be
you?
cute.
Yeah, I take them out
Oh,
and
they're
run them out on my
sweet.
arm.
Yeah.
They're like cats.
I have to
Seriously?
feed him crickets once a week. I have to throw 5 crickets in the tank. I have to buy them at a pet store. And he was like a ninja. Woo!
Yeah, that's how my bearded dragon was like that too.
What was
super
that?
fast. I had a bearded dragon, a lizard.
Uh-huh.
and she just
Not
passed,
talking about.
yeah.
We're not talking behind your back. This is some kind of animal.
So, how did you come across a possum?
So I'm in a pet store. I wasn't planning to buy him, but he looked up at me, those little beady eyes, and I took him home.
Oh, how long did he How long did he
I had him
live?
for several years. There was a fire. Someone set fire to the apartment next door to mine. They poured a flammable liquid on the door and torched it. I'm sitting inside, and I open the door, and there's smoke's coming under my door. There's an
my
inferno
God.
out there.
Oh my gosh.
So I put the possum in his little ball, because that's when I clean his cage, you have to put him in a bowl, and he pedals around
Right,
the
right.
living room.
Uh-huh.
We're getting ready to go up on the fire escape. The firemen came, They had it under control, and I was watching a baseball playoff game. The firemen kept coming over to get the score.
Did you watch the game?
Serious?
Seriously. And luckily, we know my building doesn't burn well. If you want to kill me, not the way. Because it only burnt as far as the flammable liquid went on the carpet.
Wow.
And
Thank
then you just had
God.
black walls all over the hallway.
Thank goodness.
So
Okay.
what happened to the possum in
Yeah.
the ball?
I know, did
Oh, he was fine.
I thought he was gonna say, and then he went down the fire escape in his fucking ball. I was waiting for something.
I thought that's why
I
the
mean,
firemen were
that was
coming
the
in and
best-
out, and they let the possum out in his ball.
If
and
we
to
had
this
to
day, the possum in
evacuate-
the ball is going
If
through
we
the
had to
woods.
I
evacuate,
know. He's in Brighton Beach somewhere.
if we had to evacuate, it was the best way. I could carry him out on the fire
Right, but
escape.
I thought with this story that it was not going to end well. Then you're like, no, he's fine.
Good. Well, this segues into what we're willing, and I once had to get him medical care. He couldn't drink, and he seemed very upset.
Who, the possum?
The possum?
We took him to an all-night vet,
Oh, those things are
Bay Ridge.
expensive. Oh,
and
my God.
a seed got stuck in his little mouth, and he couldn't crack it,
Oh,
so he
gosh.
couldn't drink. And they finally figured out that's what it was, and they put a little
Okay.
forceps down his throat and pulled it out.
Wow.
Well, I went the extra mile for my possum.
$1,000 later.
A
Yeah.
guy,
Right?
a guy with a pet goldfish, George, the goldfish, had to get brain surgery.
A
Who,
goldfish?
the guy or
Yes.
the goldfish?
The goldfish, brain surgery.
It took a tumor out, right?
He had, he was a
heard something about
10-year-old goldfish. The surgery lasted
10-year-old
I
goldfish.
heard
45
something about
minutes.
this.
He was fully under anesthetic, so it's another animal getting smashed.
Yeah.
And he's fine
How
after
do
the
they
surgery.
know that goldfish is actually anesthetic?
Under-
How do you
Yeah,
know he's
right.
sick?
How do
They
you
saw
know
him,
he
must
needs
have
his
saw a
brain
tumor or
operated
something.
on? Who
What's
does
that?
that shit?
What?
They must have
You
saw a
don't
tumor on
flush
his
it?
little
Like-
head.
Yeah.
See, again, scientists just being goofy ass scientists, and they're going to create zombie goldfish.
They didn't create
I
zombies.
mean, why the fuck are you experimenting on
They
a
helped the poor
goldfish?
goldfish.
Okay, so is the
They
goldfish
did
still alive?
surgery on the goldfish.
They said he can live another 20 years.
Exactly.
I didn't get a follow-up story.
Oh my goodness. I didn't-
Goldfish don't live
Goldfish
that long,
live a
do they?
while.
Well, if they're
they're
in
not
a
flushed down
big,
the toilet.
if they're in a big, yeah, if you keep them in like a little thing, they stay little. But it's like if you put them in a bigger one, then they grow, and you
No.
can put them in like a pond, and they'll get. I've seen them like this big before.
We're not going to get to all our stories, unfortunately, but I want to work this one in because I saw the video and it's fascinating. Crabs swap shells.
Really?
That seems
Apparently, if a
unsanitary.
crab, apparently, if a crab is getting too
They
big,
wash it in
for,
the seawater.
if a crab's getting too big for its shell, it goes looking for another shell, and if it finds one on the seashore, and it's too big for him, he will get in line, and all the crabs line up behind him in size order, and they wait till the crab comes along the right size for that shell. He gets rid of his
His
shell,
shell.
and the next crab.
Aw,
Sees if it fits.
That's very
Cool.
resourceful.
Yes, it is.
Except this was sad.
That's very
This
community.
one crab
Crabs are
mugged.
organized.
in
Oh
this video,
no.
one crab mugged another crab for his shell.
Oh, that bitch.
Fish right out.
He's getting them like,
And the poor guy had to end
One
up
claw.
with like,
I know. Come
the
here,
poor
bitch.
guy ended up with a shell with a hole in it.
He ends up with a Pepsi
Okay,
can.
I don't know what I don't mean to sound stupid, but I don't know what a crab looks like without a fucking shell.
They're really
Watch the
ew.
video.
They're
I'm
kind of
gonna
like
send you a
this.
link.
They kind of
It's
look
very
like that.
interesting.
Do they look like the meat before you put it in butter?
Kinda. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Really? I didn't mean to sound funny, but you know what I mean? Like I never saw a crab outside of his shell.
Here.
This isn't one of those wide, flat crabs. This is kind of looks like a seashell with legs coming out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
And as they get bigger, they outgrow the shell, so they have to leave the shell and find a bigger
I mean,
shell.
we had a
And-
hermit crab, but we
Yeah,
didn't have like
they
a
did that.
regular crab.
Have you ever been called a dickhead, Tim?
Yeah.
Well-
Last Tuesday.
You had nothing on the ghost shark, who has a sex organ on its head.
Oh, that's me on a Friday night.
What are you looking at?
No, but
What are you
no,
looking
but
at?
he has his own sex organ on his head.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
so that's his,
No,
his sex
mine
organ?
will be mine as well. I bought it. So.
Okay, I'm just trying to think. So is this his actual sex organ?
Right.
So
The
he just.
penis on the head.
Talk about
Well,
giving
that way you can see
head.
what he's
This is the
easily entertaining.
East Pacific black ghost shark. All right. We're going to be leaving soon. We should give our information. Tim, how do people get a hold of you?
Tim
I know you're
Moss.
ticklish.
TYM MOSS on all social media, or look for me in the men's room or something of your local gay bar.
Lola.
Lola Bastinado, absolutely anywhere, but you guys can always find the three of us on Comedy Sex Show.
Tiara NY and everything.
Okay. AndyFTroy@AOL.com if you want to reach me for some ungodly reason to yell at me for this show. If you want to get our Facebook fan page, it's The Andy Troy Show. If you want to sign up for our YouTube channel, The Andy Troy Show.
Troy. No.
Right. The Andy Troy Show. All kinds of places you could find us. We're going to be leaving you very soon. How soon, Tim?
Very soon.
Like 30 seconds soon.
Right. Can you recover your right eye and read the top line? Right. Good. She's blind in that eye. If you ever attack her. Approach from the right. Okay, we'll be back next time with more ridiculous programming. But for now, we are done.